Oh shit. Oh, to watch his SpongeBob. Did you see Luffy with the anchor arms? Remember when SpongeBob ordered those anchor arms when he was blowing the shits up? That's what the hell happened on this episode. This chapter, man. So Oda confirmed Watch is a SpongeBob fan and went ahead and gave Luffy the same power. Anyway, we start off with the motherfuckers all cheering for Luffy. Oh my God, Luffy's just such a great motherfucker. That type of deal, you know, for like 2 pages, which really I don't give a fuck about. Anyway, Doflamingo, he's talking with Luffy, right? He's seen Luffy and he starts monologuing and whatnot. But what I like about it is he didn't play when he monologued. Like usually you see the person monologue and they sit there and they let you rest and things of that. No, while he's monologuing, he's got the strings coming from behind him and comes out and gets Luffy. Just from behind him to keep Luffy from seeing it. He did it from behind the back door and got him from the side. Now he went to go take out Rebecca. He says, well, I might as well fuck this bitch while I'm at it. And Law manages to get up out of there. Saved it right in the nick of time. Now Luffy's bouncing off, and then Doflamingo says, don't think this is over. He said, I got something special for you. Turns the ground into all strings. I mean, a good portion of the ground is strings. And the strings is like wavy, so it's hard for Luffy to get a footing. It's hard for him to keep balance. It's hard for him to do any fucking thing. It's bouncing him around. And then some of the strings from the ground grabs him, while the strings that he used buildings to create go to pierce him. That shit was ridiculously crazy. Doflamingo was not playing. Then when he sent these strings out to do this attack, he sent them around Luffy to try to circle him and try to head him off. He was not playing. He was trying to kill Luffy. I like the fact that, and he's talking the whole time, so we get to hear what he's saying and hear his, how he thinks and whatnot, and and get the whole full effect of an evil genius, which Doflamingo is, without the sacrifice of him being an idiot. Even though he's saying all this stuff and doing this stuff, he's attacking full force while he's doing it. Now he manages to pierce Luffy. Luffy had a little bit of armament hockey, but he broke through that. Fell into a little garden down there. He talks with a stutter from now on. But anyway, he gets ready to try to land the finishing blow, and Luffy goes ahead and goes into gear 4. And we had a little flashback where they were talking about how Luffy could not use Kong gun didn't work against some animal he was fighting on that island when he was training with Rayleigh. So he had to come up with something new, right? I was thinking that he had a different mode for that gear. And he didn't go, he just said he just went to gear 4. That was it. Seemed like Bounce Man is just like regular gear 4, and that's just it. So he goes into gear 4. Doflamingo's like, man, he said, I already saw that. He said, I could fuck that up. He said, I eat that right up. I already did, right? So Luffy goes up in the air and gets away from Doflamingo for a second. Doflamingo comes running for his ass. He says, yo, you definitely don't want to face me in the sky. He said, that's my domain. Luffy. Doflamingo's been doing that for a long time. He knows all about it. Like that, he's absolutely right. That's the last place Luffy wants to face Doflamingo. Now Luffy gets ready for a Kong punch as long as it looks. Like he sets up like this, like he's getting ready to fuck Doflamingo up. Now Doflamingo already survived that, and Luffy's already beat up, right? So you would think Doflamingo would be able to dodge or something because he's already prepared for it now. So Luffy, he had to use another attack that he had helped develop, that he had developed back when he was when he was training with Rayleigh. Because Rayleigh even told him, he said, yo, that punch ain't going to be the be all end all. So Doflamingo's coming. He sets up this spider web, and Luffy sees him coming. He's like, oh shit. And he just started blowing in his damn arm. as fast as he could, try to get that damn arm up. So he made his arm into one of them anchor arms. Remember what SpongeBob had, the anchor arms? He did that. And this shit looked bad ass. It turned into a ball. Like his fist looked like a ball because he sunk it in like he did with the Mega Man thing. You know how he made the Mega Man arms? But I don't know if it could have go if it wouldn't go all the way in or something like that. It seemed like it's still sticking out. Anyway, his fist seems like it's still sticking out of his arm a little bit. But that might have just been he just shot the shit out. I mean, it might have just been him shooting the shit out. Anyway, he takes this shit, and it's called the King Kong gun. And I mean, he blasts his Doflamingo. I mean, absolutely decimates him. He sends Doflamingo into the ground. Boom. The whole city lifted up like that. It went like this. Basically, he said, throw your hood up. And the shit went like this. That was crazy. Anyway, we see in the dialogue, it says the people, you know, that had the name D, they're supposed to be God's natural enemy. I'm guessing that the Tenryubito is a god or whatever. And we know that Doflamingo's done. Why? You see the glasses fly off. This arc is sort of like a parallel of Alabasta arc. And this is the same way Alabasta arc ended, set the opposite way. Luffy punched Crocodile through the ground upwards. Now, this case, he punches Doflamingo down into the ground from up top. So we pretty much know what it is. It ended very good. I like the attack. I thought that Luffy was going to have a different mode to that gear, which he didn't. But still, it's a good thing. You know, Gear 4 was still good. So I'm not mad that he didn't have another form. But it still may be another form. I mean, we can't just say for 100% fact. Remember, it was hard for him to go into he just got his armament hockey back, so it had to been hard for him to go back into Gear 4. Did you notice when he went to Gear 4, he didn't have armament hockey on his legs, so he wasn't in full Gear 4 as far as I'm concerned. Now, when he did that, now also take into account that if he couldn't, when he went to Gear 4, if he couldn't go into complete Gear 4, does that mean that if he had, let's say if he had fully been able to revive himself and have full rest, would he have been able to go into a different mode of Gear 4? Or did he feel like, okay, this is as far as I can go in Gear 4 because I already used it, it tired me out, and that's why he couldn't use the other mode. So it's still possible that he could have another mode to Gear 4. Okay, and I'm gonna give this chapter 5 out of 5. The only thing I really didn't like was the fact that they had like 2 pages and people just, hey, yeah, go Luffy and shit like that, you know, that dumb shit. But other than that, it was great. Doflamingo was great. Like I said, he wasn't playing with Luffy. They didn't fuck around with the shit. Like, you know, he didn't just do monologues without any action. Doflamingo was a man of action, like the fucking YouTube channel. He was like a man of action. Okay, about to get fired here watching Mean, but I don't give a fuck. Doflamingo ain't mean. I don't know why, but he's been getting hit by some crazy attacks and still keep coming. When you see the glasses come off, that's it. Somebody said they wonder what's going to happen after this arc, like what's going to be like the next chapter. I already know. They're going to celebrate. Sanji's probably going to come back with the ship. They're going to get on the ship and celebrate and head to the next island. That's how it always works with One Piece. Head to the next island. What else are they going to do? Stay there and help the people out? They're pirates. Fuck them. They helped them out enough by being Doflamingo. Fuck them. Okay, Mean coming from the struggle like SpongeBob. Okay, if this is the end of Doflamingo, then how the fuck is Luffy getting off the island? His ship ain't there, and they can't stay there because of Fujitora. Fujitora might let him go. Remember, Fujitora is not completely dedicated to the world government. Not only that, like I said, Sanji might be showing back up by now, or within the near future. Also, Doflamingo's gonna be fucked up for a minute. He's not gonna be able to just get up and just start fighting again. And Fujitora might be more pressed for taking Doflamingo to impel down than he would be in capturing Luffy. Remember, Doflamingo is a bigger threat than Luffy is. Okay, and Fujitora said he was going to take care of Doflamingo in the future. Remember that also as well. Okay, how does armament hockey on his legs depend on his full gear fourth? What brings you to that conclusion? Well, when he first went into gear fourth, he had armament hockey on his legs as well. What I'm saying is that armament hockey is part of gear fourth. He couldn't use all of the armament hockey around his whole body like he did the first time. So he didn't complete the whole gear fourth transformation. He went into gear fourth, but I'm just saying he wasn't complete. That's what I'm trying to say. He was in gear fourth. I'm not saying it wasn't gear fourth, but he wasn't complete. He didn't have his legs covered like he did before. So he wasn't at full strength. I mean, why would the writers not put his legs in hockey if that wasn't the case? They were trying to say that he wasn't at complete strength. Okay, I think Rayleigh fought Luffy a lot more stuff. Oh, so he thinks that Rayleigh was fighting against Luffy in gear fourth. That probably did happen. That would make sense, make complete sense. I'm thinking that Elijah thinks that I'm saying that he wasn't in gear four. I'm saying that he didn't complete the whole transformation. It's like what am I trying to say? It's like saying I'm fully dressed, but I'm missing one sleeve or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you're pretty much fully dressed, but you're missing something. Something's missing. Okay. I think Rayleigh thought Luffy fought Luffy. I think Rayleigh taught Luffy a lot more stuff that he also said gear 4 is not good enough for his body. So maybe he probably will need to use something less stressful on the body. I think he's going to continue using gear 4. Remember what he did with gear 3rd and 2nd? He figured out a way to keep using them, but make them less stressful. Remember? So I'm thinking that's what he's going to do with gear 4. It's not that he needs something less stressful. He's going to make sure that he makes it less stressful. I don't know how. Maybe he only puts part of his body in gear 4. I don't know. Who knows? You know, like he did with gear 2nd. Okay, Sanji getting killed by getting killed. That probably, unless he got the damn Vivre card or whatever, he's going to show and say, I know your daughter Lola. Okay, maybe Oda didn't want Luffy to be half black. Luffy's mulatto. I mean, what do you mean half black? I mean, it's only the legs left, but his lower half left from his waist down wasn't in hockey. That's all. So I'm thinking that's what they were trying to show. Unless the artist did messed up and forgot to put the legs in armament hockey like they did before. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments. Like the video and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broken. You got the power to change that. Peace.